I think the most painstaking thing about having a child that has gluten intolerance is explaining it to not just parents or teachers, but just basically anybody you encounter. I've driven through the bank and they'll give a lollipop to my son, and you can just see the look of disdain on their face when I'm not letting him have it and he's saying lollipop, lollipop, because I'm not certain if there's gluten in it or not. Some of them have it and some of them don't, and you could just tell they're looking at me like I'm a monster because I won't let my child have a lollipop. I've had him in a school. It was more of like a daycare, and they also did not take the diet seriously, and were just giving him things and saying, oh, does this have it in there? Does that have it in there? Like it was an experiment, and I would have to pay as well as him for the entire weekend after he would come in contact with the gluten. So what I've decided to do, and it's not really informing the people, but it's getting the end result, which is the health of your child, is you use the big A word, which is allergic, and you say, my son is allergic to wheat. Do not give him any. If you try to explain gluten intolerance, they don't take it as serious, so you must use the word allergic. And also, when packing your child's lunch, which is what I do, I don't rely on what they serve at the school, at the preschool. I strictly tell the teachers on the first day, do not give him anything, do not put anything in his mouth unless it comes from me. And that's a good rule of thumb, because if you tell them, well, he can have this fruit snack and 1 out of 100 has gluten, they're going to have that 1 out of 100, and unfortunately that's just the way the odds go. So it makes it easier on the teacher, less stressful on the teacher, less stressful on my son and myself if I just say, if it doesn't come from me, he can't have it. So that would be my 2 best suggestions for that.